Good morning, everybody. Goeiemôre, akhbare.
Good morning.
How is Mazambane?
Ngikhona ngivukile.
Uvukile.
Goeiemôre mede-kollegas.
Goeiemôre mevrou Gandet.
Ek lewe.
As jy
Baie
lewe,
goed met u.
as jy lewe en jy gaan sterwe.
Nee man, dankie.
Ja, Aunt Sandra.
Wie is mevrou Bekes, die Nama Queen van Namakwaland.
There it begins. It begins there. The brainies. The brainies, huh? Ons brainies.
Yes, you are on a platform, ne? So.
Waar is je voorzitter? Achtbare voorzitter.
Good morning, colleagues. Hello.
Morning.
Goeiemôre, achtbare voorzitter. Wat gaan aan hier so?
Morning, colleagues. Excuse my voice. Right. This morning we're dealing with the Road Accident Fund report and the water reports which were circulated. So if you can please put up the reports on the screen, and then we will go page by page. Am I audible? I hope so. Okay, there we go.
Recording in progress.
Okay. All right, colleagues, that is the sorry. That is the report. So we'll go page by page. Page 1. Can you go up, please? Ryzen, please push the pages up. Next page. Just please go, just go back up a little bit. There at the top of page 4. Right. No. Don't know how it, Right there, point A. There was a lack of accountability and a sense of urgency. There, point A. I would imagine no sense of urgency. There. Right there. There was no sense of urgency. So they mean, yeah. Oof, Lord. Right, thanks. Can you carry on?
Can we try, Chair?
Yes, Babsomi, come in.
Can we fetch the part so that we flow on it, so that we agree on the recommendations fully?
Okay, just go back up.
That's
Right.
it.
Let's go. Okay. Next, go up. Right, colleagues.
This part
Yes.
about the executive authority, Chair, what is on the conclusion?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there you go.
The committee was generally disappointed by the extent to which the executive authority and management have not addressed the financial management weaknesses identified in the audit report. Should that be with the executive authority, or should that be the accounting authority?
Yes.
Well, I would propose that it should be on the accounting authority's responsibility, which is the board.
All right, please effect that change. Colleague, sorry, my voice is just failing me. So in the event that I'm not audible, please just indicate. Okay, go up, please. All right, Bahlonisha, there's the report.
Thank you.
Chair, Honorable Suwaya.
System BS.
Yes. The last part there, if there we change to the accounting authority, shouldn't even the last paragraph we change to the accounting authority? Yes. Yes, thank you.
Right, colleagues, is there a mover for the report?
Mr. Chairman, I need to speak.
Mazamba, shoot.
I was born Isandra, so
Oh, sorry, I'm using e-phone. Please, colleagues, my tablet is not responding, so I'm using a smaller device. So please just indicate. Mazamban, over to you.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the elephant in the room here is the accounting standard being used, and it's been the center of a lot of our discussions, and we're not saying anything here. And I would request that we add a recommendation to the effect that the committee recommends that the Auditor General position regarding the accounting standards to be used be accepted by the RAF, and that all legal action cease forthwith. That the Auditor General accounting determined, or the Auditor General determined accounting standard for the RAF be accepted, accounting standard be accepted for the RAF, be accepted by the RAF, and that all legal processes to change the standard be stopped. That's not a nice word, stop, but I can't think of another word. And then just at the beginning of the sentence, that the Auditor General's. I think it's important, Mr. Chairman, that we deal with this, because it's really is one of the major issues that has brought us into this picture. I think that's in fact what was the trigger for our intensive investigations over a long period of time, which in themselves have revealed a huge amount of other issues. And so I would think that another recommendation we should have, and I haven't put the wording through my head properly, but would be that the CEO, that a full investigation into the conduct of the CEO be undertaken in order to establish any malfeasance that has occurred under his jurisdiction or during his tenure, and that he be suspended from his position whilst such investigation takes place, given the high levels of fear of him that the committee experienced during its site visits. I'm sorry, I'm going quite fast now, but let me read. A full investigation into the conduct of the CEO be undertaken in order to establish any malfeasance, malfeance, on the part of the CEO, and that the CEO be suspended.
All right, colleague. Oof, sorry.
Malfeasance on the part of the CEO. We go back to that malfeasance on the part of the CEO. Before, no, back a bit. After malfeasance, yeah, there. On the part of the CEO. Malfeasance on the part of the CEO. And that the CEO be suspended from his position while the investigation takes place, given the high levels of fear for the CEO displayed by the staff at the RAF during the committee visits to the RAF officers. I'm sure it can be better phrased than that, but that's basically it. Mr. Chairman, I really think those are two really serious issues that we need to make recommendations on. Yeah, I think that is the two. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me leave it at that. Thank you.
Sorry, colleagues, I was momentarily kicked out.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I was just saying that if we can consider those two additions, thank you.
All right, colleagues, there's the proposals. Just there on that point of just stand by. Just on that point that I don't think it's the AG's determined accounting standard. This was the accounting standards board rather, which the AG then made a finding that the one change to was not correct, because I don't think it's not the AG that determined that standard. But the point is there, so I just think we need to insert the right determiner there, right, Babu Somya?
Well, exactly on that point. It's what I was going to speak on. Just to be factually correct, but I agree with the notion proposed by Honorable Lies. But the standard is as well followed by the AG in auditing.
Yes.
Determined standard by the AG. So that's the proposal, just to tamper with that angle in the proposal. The second proposal, I thought that is carried because what we should run away from is on the emphatic executive function authority, so that we don't found to be on the overreach in dealing with these matters. Because in a substantive way, we have accepted somewhere where we're talking about our recognition of the investigations by the SIU, and therefore as such should be honored and followed, which are somewhat encompassing. So it might probably negate the fact that we must have that specific proposition, which might be viewed as an overreach of some kind, in as far as getting into bits and pieces of the work of RAF. So I would rather look into a way of enforcing some kind of a recommendation. Don't know if it's part of conclusion or what, but there's something which was talking about the investigations by the SIU of RAF, which we somewhat value. Is there in the report, so that the second part of Honorable Lees's proposal could fall off, rather, as it is assumed to be taken into consideration as part of that area. I think that's what we need to look into. If Ms. Matutu could probably assist us getting into that point which relates to the SIU in this report, so that we can see how it has been captured. I don't know whether it's in the conclusion where. Okay.
Phones are terrible for this exercise, right? Much better.
Yeah, the committee is of the view that there was or there is value for money for the road accident fund in utilizing the services of Special Investigation Unit in investigation targeted at rooting out corruption at RAF. Therefore, the committee recommends that RAF continues to make use of the services of the SIU to follow up on any occurrences of corruption within the fund. That's what I was referring to in terms of not wanting to be seen to be getting deeper into executive authority responsibility in the fund.
I think, though, if I am capturing Umazambane correctly, is that having had concerns about the conduct of the CEO, we should be saying something about that, because generally we have not enjoyed a constructive and cooperative relationship with the CEO. So I think it's that angling which may need to be expressed. Maybe, yeah. So I think I'm not sure if I'm, but please, am I summarizing
exactly
correctly?
Yeah, I think you're quite right, and I think Honourable Somia is right as well. So I think that it should then move into the observations, or how is it termed in our report? It's been given another name: oversight findings. That that paragraph can be amended and put into oversight findings, perhaps just after the SIU paragraph, because it's not just corruption. Malfeasance goes much further than corruption, and you know, the CEO, by blocking us from attending, trying to block us from going an oversight visit to Menlyn, might not be corruption, but it's certainly malfeasance. So I'm happy to do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've
I think
raised my hand.
okay.
It's
Yes.
Honorable Suwaye. I
Honorable,
think,
so
yeah.
as colleagues just come in, and as I said, I'm using a smaller device. Yes, Honorable Suwaye.
Thank you, Chair. You know, I don't want us to fall into a trap. I want us to separate issues, and you'll clarify me, yourself and the colleagues, that, for example, when we were doing the oversight conduct, one, it was because there had been concerns about the fact that apparently they are making us to run, they're suspending us, and so on and so on. And when we were doing the conversation with their employees, for example, I've interacted with others who have said, no, we feel that the new executive authority which is here, which has been forwarded, they are cleaning the system. I've also had others who have said, no, they are targeting us. So it's a two-coin side of the story. And I'm not defending the fact that the CEO did not treat us well. The conduct when we went to Menlyn was incorrect. And that let's look into, yes, expressing our dissatisfaction with the conduct. But I think that it would honestly go to an extreme way. And that's why I think Mr. Somio was saying, let's look into how do we find and flag it in the wording of the paragraph which was mentioned. I agree that yes, let's express ourselves about his conduct, but to go to an extent that now we are already wanting to jump the gun and say suspend him and also conduct investigations. Kama, we're talking about SIU investigations, which we're saying must be enforced and respected. On the other side, we're even saying the standards which are brought by the SIU must also be taken into consideration and respected by RAF. I think we must find a wording. I'm just struggling with a wording. Maybe as colleagues continue to speak, I'll be thinking about how we can coin it in a particular.
Okay. Right. I think we are all on the same page. It's just a matter of location now and the wording. Maybe in the oversight observations, I think we must express our dissatisfaction at the conduct of the CEO, and in the paragraph around the SIU's investigations is to add the line that the investigations of the SIU are not just about corruption but malfeasance, and generally because the allegations are serious that we have made, and so it's I'm struggling like Honorable Suwaye, because and then say right, that one that you're highlighting is fine, but then the investigations is there, and that maybe, and say then a full-scale investigation into the general conduct of the executives. including conduct or of the executives.
I think it's a better wording, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So the SIU investigations, corruption and malfeasance, given the distinction correctly that Mazambane makes, and then add because yeah, of the executives, a full into the conduct of the executives to be undertaken to establish. No, I'm just amending that K there. Undertaken in order to establish any malfeasance on their part. Yeah. Does that bring us together, colleagues? Lord.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It goes a long way. I do think that it's not robust enough, but that's fine. Let's agree.
Okay. Yeah, colleagues. Great. A mover for the report. Amanda, you will just clean up our language because we're thinking in real time, but then just proofread it again. Can we get a mover?
Honorable Suwaya moves for the adoption with the recommended editing that has been mentioned. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Seconder?
I second, Chair. Beukes.
Thank you, Honorable Beukes. Are there any objections to the report?
Mr. Chairman, the normal thing where we've got to take it to our caucus for our mandate, so it's not an objection. It's just I don't know what it is, reservation.
You don't know what it is. All right. On the basis of I don't know what it is. All right. No, I get you, Mazamban. That is in order. All right, colleagues, agreed to. Can we go to the water report? Oh, good Lord. All right, this is the report, page 1, the usual. Just go slower.
It's just that maybe they're not.
Please mute, colleagues.
Just like many say.
Okay, I wasn't saying that slow. Okay, colleagues, that's the end of the report. Any input?
Sorry, Chair.
Babu Chana?
I would just want to propose, just for my sake, that we just have a moment on the recommendation side.
Okay,
so
can
that
we go back to recommendations again? There you go.
this the effectiveness of governance arrangements should be strengthened. This includes managing an audit committee in line with good governance principles and enhancing the effectiveness of internal audits by addressing findings and recommendations in a timely manner. I'm not sure. I want to understand if we're talking about governance with its own structures, which relate to what, by the way? Is there anything that would want to refer to in terms of this recommendation?
I think there was an issue around the audit committee functionality and lapses there, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Okay. If then that is the case, is it on the laps of the audit committee, or is it on the actual observation of the audit committee recommendations, which are not taken care of? So when we capture it such that we should find way to guarantee the actual existence of the audit committee, which ought to be respected one way or the other by the entity.
Yeah. Did you capture that, Amanda?
Capturing it now, Chair.
Okay. Right. All right, move up. We'll just clean that paragraph up. Move up. All right, colleagues, there's the report. A mover. Just on that,
9.5 for the recommendation, Amanda. 9.5. Okay. The total population of expenditure is revisited to determine the full extent of the non-compliance, which will lead to irregular expenditure. The total population of expenditure is revisited to determine the full extent of the non-compliance, which will lead to irregular expenditure. So I want to understand what I'm trying to say here, and probably based on that, just to revisit the sentence.
colleagues, please mute.
I am not touched.
Please, can we mute?
You got me, Chair?
Yeah, I did. I did. I think that the issue was, yeah, I think it's that intro.
Chair, can the committee section answer Honorable Sonia?
Come again?
Can the committee section or
Yeah.
recorded advisor please answer Honorable Sonia with regard to recommendation 1.5?
Okay, there's a colleague come in. Honorable Van Minen, is that you?
No, Chairperson Ntombi.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yes, it's Tombi.
Probably we can rephrase it and you can give us probably another word because we're talking about that unauthorized, irregular and unauthorized expenditure, irregular expenditure that it's so big from the Department of Water Affairs. Chair. So maybe we can rephrase it in another way.
I think
Can you
it's
assist
to say- I think it's just the total the total expenditure to be revisited. Right. I think it's that population of that is total expenditure is revisited to determine the full extent of non-compliance, which will lead to, I think it's that population.
Which led to
Yeah.
irregular. Which
Yeah.
led to. Not which led to.
Yeah. I think it's that
Which led to irregular expenditure. That's no, fine, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Please go up. No, to the bottom right. Sorry. No. 8 down, sorry. Yes, right at the end. There, yes, that's the one. I'm advised that the standard, the committee further resolves that the executive authority, I'm advised that's the standard of reporting insofar as Parliament is concerned and at the committee section in processing these reports. So we will, on the other one, on the ref one, can we reinsert executive authority as opposed to accounting authority on the submission of the reports?
We will do so, Chair.
Okay.
Understood.
May I get a move up?
Somyo moves.
May I get a seconder?
Lauren second. Vengo.
Thank you very much. Mazamba, I assume the same applies?
The same applies, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. And I just thought I'd just comment. Am I right in seeing news reports that the staff at the RAF have got so desperate they're going on strike today? Is my information right?
I'm not aware.
Yeah, I think they are, but so I think it's quite opportune that we're getting our report done. Today as well. The next step, of course, is to get it into the House.
So it's a NUMSA intention to strike with the demand for the removal of the CEO. That's what they want. I'm just doing a brief read. Right, NUMSA issues a 48-hour strike notice demanding the removal of the CEO.
Thanks, Chairman. I thought I saw a headline somewhere. But Angaraku got the Senkuli.
All right, colleagues, thank you very much. Next week we'll do the ESCOM report. We are still trying to facilitate the oversight visit for next week. I'm sure we will have confirmation of that by the end of today. But thank you very much, colleagues. We will
Can I just quickly, sorry,
yes,
about the oversight visit? I think it's an important visit, so thank you for organizing that. But it is a public holiday the next day, so I would like to please ensure for us to ensure that the visit is done in the morning so that we can catch flights later in the day.
Yeah, it is a morning visit. Yeah. It's 9 to 1. We just
Chair, missed you there. It's an oversight to where it's Honorable Sway. I'm sorry I missed. I think it's my
To
network.
the central line in Cape Town.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes.
And I'm sorry, Chair. Yes, sorry. In light of what Honorable Liz is saying, what is our deadline as a committee to submit our report for consideration in the House?
It's in the hands of the programming committee.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We will hear from them. I have requested that they prioritize some of our reports, but it's in the hands of the programming committee.
Yes,
All right, colleagues.
and I would also request that they give them to us with those editing that we spoke about. Thank you.
Yeah, no, they will follow that one through, and then it will be in the ATC tomorrow, Sister Ntombi.
Yes, Chairperson.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, colleagues. Happy Wednesday. The meeting stands adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you very much, Marisa. I'm hopeful. Ngiyabonga.
Yeah, ufike wagula phaya estadium. Ah, uye nokugula lapha estadium. Awuhanjwa apho sihambe khona. Awuhanjwa apho sihambe khona.
Kwakushisa.
Awuhanjwa apho sihambe khona kuhanjwa.
No, he
That's
was shouting too
Yenaqhela.
much. He lost his voice.
Goodbye, colleagues.
Siyabonga.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Take care.
Okay.